Hi, welcome back to the Leadership Help Desk. Today, we're trying to improve ourselves. And I want to share my experience of going on a 8-day water fast. Now, this happened a year ago, and the year before I was in the States and I had to get my driver's license renewed. And as you know with those pictures, the picture was horrible. Just, I couldn't believe it. I probably didn't look that bad, but that photo was horrible. And I just turned 50, and I said, man, I gotta stop this. I gotta correct something in my life. And so I had to go, when I came back from the States, I had to, work another year. And then I got a month off. And I worked around the house for about a week, and then I said, well, this is a golden opportunity. And somehow I saw on YouTube somebody doing a water fast. So I did a lot of research on it, and that week I mentioned to my wife at the grocery store, I bought a gallon of water, and here we get a gallon or a liter. And she goes, what are you buying water for? And I said, well, I'm thinking about doing this water diet. Maybe you should do it too. But she still has to work, so she has the water cooler at work. So if she wants to do a water diet at work, that's easy for her. And went to bed that night, got up the next day, and had my Coke Zero, which you'll see on day one, 1.5 Coke Zeros, the liter size. And she called me at about 10:30 or 11 going, I'm starving. And I'm going, you're doing the water fast? Okay, I'm in. So I put down the Coke, grabbed the water, and started drinking water. And while I was doing this, all the fears are in your head. I'm on an allergy shot. And, I'm going, is this going to be bad? Is this going to, it's not going to dilute well, And so my water fast started that day. As for her, she lasted about 3 or 4 days. But I lasted 8 until I quit. Now, the whole experience was very calming. I can say from day 1 to day 8, I didn't do a lot of physical activity. I just drove to the store to get bananas and water, pretty much. And I just took it easy. Some would say to, exercise to make it, more worthwhile. And others say, don't do anything. Let your body heal and let it just go through this process, which is what I decided to do. So here's what happened from day 1 until day 8. And here are some of the problems. So on day 1, I had the Coke, got off to a little late start, and then started drinking the water. Everything was fine until about 5 o'clock that afternoon when I got hunger pains, that sick feeling. And I don't eat during the day a lot, so I got over that real quick. What do? You hammer it with water, more water. And then my wife came home about 5:30, and she goes, I'm starving. I said, well, I got some bananas at the grocery store just in case, that get us past a little hurdle, I said, go, you can have one banana. And so she went and ate the banana. And I said, well, shucks, if you can eat a banana, so can I, And and then she came back and she watched TV for a little while. She wasn't drinking her water. And she goes, I've got to have something to eat. I've just got to. She goes, I'm going to get a slice of bread. I said, well, okay, get a slice of bread. Get over the hurdle. And then my mind says, well, 15 minutes later, I go, well, if you can have a slice of bread, I can have a beer. And that's where the 3 beers ended up. Now, there's a concept called intermittent fasting, where we'll talk about that next time. But basically, that's what's going on here. See, I shouldn't have had that Coke, but just water, a banana, and a few beers between 8:30 and 9:30, and that's it. And then that means that you are basically on a 22-hour intermittent fasting, because you're only eating, like within a window of 2 hours. So anyway, day number 2, I had half a Coke Zero, like a half a liter, I guess, and then ended up drinking 1.5 gallons of water. They say don't drink too much water because that you can drown somehow. So you have to be careful. You're balancing not getting hungry, but don't overdo the water. So that was probably my highest day with water. Well, yeah, similar. Okay, so, and then I just went with it. At that time we had a little grocery shop in the village, and they had bananas, so I went and stocked up on bananas. And day 2, had a banana, 3 beers, and the same pattern. And boy, did I look forward to that banana, man. Waiting for the, just as long as I could wait. And then on day number 3, just had a sip of Coke Zero. Now you say, why are you doing that? Well, man, you go all day with no taste. It's just water. And I was putting Himalayan pink salt in the water, just for fun, and it had a grinder top on it, and I would just, do that. That's for some micro minerals. Probably doesn't add up to enough. So yeah, same thing. Day number 4, and it was probably about this time where I've got weak legs. It's hard to go up steps. You have to be careful. You have to be careful driving. I just drove a little bit. You got to pee all night long. So you want this water. You have to balance drinking the water at night, kind of cutting off things, like at 9, and then stay up maybe till 11:30, hopefully, and then you're still going to get up at night. And the leg cramps, which is very strange because what is it, potassium in bananas that might help with cramps? I didn't plan that. I didn't plan that, but you see, I guess that's potassium in the salt. So leg cramps, and then where am I on day 4? Doesn't matter. It's about the same. I started drinking a vitamin to help with the leg cramps, and maybe somebody mentioned it online. So probably insignificant. But when all your body has is a vitamin, that might absorb pretty quick and efficiently. So day number 5, a sip of Coke here just for variety, not just a gallon of water, vitamin, and I did not take notes that night. I don't know why. That might be a sign that I'm getting a little sloppy. So day number 6, I worked some out in the yard. Very little. I'm still wobbly. 3 liters of water because I didn't have a gallon, and then I had to go get a gallon. And basically the same thing, but the beers are escalating, which is funny. Day number 7, same thing. Day number 8, I decided to try some moringa. I'm in the tropics, and we have moringa right out there, and I said, well, if this has got so many damn nutrients in it, why don't I start introducing that? And also senna. You guys probably don't know what senna is. It's a leaf. It looks like a bay leaf, but here you take it with Epsom salt, and it's a flush, purge. And why would I be purging when there's nothing in me? I guess I just wanted to finish it off. But and that night I had 3 bananas and 2 ears of corn, something soft, something easy. And I was getting brain fog big time at that point, and I'm wondering if I'm doing damage. So that's when I broke it off. I was going for 10 days, but ended up at 8. The big problems: weak legs, up every couple of hours at night, leg cramps at night. Those. it hurt, but it was also like, this is crazy. It's kind of fun. I can't walk. Brain fog. Start to worry about hair loss. I've got hair, but don't want to start losing it all now. You've seen those people that, hair's falling out. I don't want to be that person. And it was boring. And what did I say boring? I watched YouTube pretty much all 8 days, all morning, afternoon, all night, searching for water fast stuff. I got to know some homesteading channels. And also the funny thing, and I've heard other people say it, I landed on food challenges. And I guess it works in reverse, because you're watching these people just eat massive amounts of food and you're going, God, that's kind of gross. I'm sitting here eating a banana every day. And I guess it's so extreme that you're going, that's gross. I don't want to be like that. Randy Santel, I still follow that guy, and the Chinese guy. So that's what I did. And after 8 days, you're going, my whole life is sitting here watching interesting stuff, but I get a sip of Coke and I get a banana every day, and love those beers at night. Boy, go to bed. So that was my experience. Again, I had to quit at 8. I felt it was a good thing to quit at day number 8. So I think I'm on an allergy shot, and I thought that would be a problem. I don't suggest anybody do this. Go see your doctor. I'm just telling you about my experience. I was really worried that I was going to die most of the time, or pass out, have a heart attack. It didn't happen, and so that was my experience. Now, here's where the bonus part comes in. Now that you've drained, your stomach has not been doing much of anything. I was not pure at all. I was not pure. But that might have been what kept me going. So getting across the hurdle, making the fast more like an extreme intermittent fasting, because I was only able to really consume anything of for an hour and a half a day. So your insulin has shut down. That's what they say. You're not living off of the carbs. Yeah, the banana was not a great choice, and the beers, those are some carbs, but it's still under, I think, the 50 carb limit, or right at it. And so now that's where the opportunity, that's where the goal is when you've gone through all of this, and now what? You can't go eat a big steak. Yeah, a bucket of fried chicken is probably not the right thing to do, because your stomach has been basically on vacation for 8 days. Your system's empty. So what do you do next? In the next video, I'm going to show you, and this might be what changes your life. Really, I'm serious. It had an effect on me. We'll see you next time. And if you enjoyed this, please share it with others. They need to go see their doctor before they attempt this. You don't have to do 8 days. You could do 1 day. I didn't know if I was going to last 2 hours or 2 weeks. And really, I could have gone longer. It's just what got me was the brain fog and the boredom. So anyway, share this with your friends. And I'm tired of those people that I'm around that always want to lose weight. And that's another problem. I didn't have a scale, and I went out and bought a scale after this, but it broke. That's the way it goes around here. Tired of hearing those people that want to lose weight and they jog and they have exercise class. That crap's not going to work, man. You gotta change some things. So anyway, next video I'll talk about getting off the fast. Thank you. Clickety click the like, share, subscribe, and hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.